Go ahead.
And these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments, which the Lord your God commanded to teach you,
Yes, sir.
that ye might do them in the land whither you go to possess it.
Whatever land we go in, whatever land we possess, he said, I'll be a little sanctuary to you in your enemy's land. He said, take these commandments with you. You will be prolong your life. Go ahead.
That thou mightest fear the Lord thy God, keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged.
So if you want to live a long, healthy life, you got to take these commandments with you and follow them. One thing I got to let people know, it's more than 10. That's just the foundation. It's more than 10. Jump down to verse 7. Go ahead. This is the seal of God. Go ahead.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
He tells them, look, teach them to your children. Talk about it. But you can tell if you really got that seal in your head of God, when somebody tell you about the commandment, how your reaction is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, God, can we have one day without talking about this? Can we have one day? No. It's 24/7, 7 days a week. When God flip that switch on that lake of fire, I wonder you gonna say that then. We ain't gotta talk about that then, God. No, you gonna wanna hear everything. Go ahead.
And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
God covered every aspect of your life.
Yes.
Every aspect, every decision that you make. Go ahead.
And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand,
Yes, sir.
and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
What are you talking about frontlets between your eyes? He looking in your brain. He's a sign that you are his people. He said a sign on your hand like you working toward not sinning. You working with your hand. I'm working to keep my hand on somebody else's wife. I'm working to keep my hand from murdering somebody. I'm working not to lie. A sign. These are the examples that God wants you to understand. If you be true to yourself, you got some of the same thing going on in your life. And this is what people got to understand, right? He said, be a frontlet between thine eyes. It's a seal. The seal is right there. It's in your knowledge. But God knows you're faking or playing with it. You want to make sure that you understand this, because when that weather comes, you want to be protected. There's going to be some bad weather coming up in them 7 trunks. That weather is something serious. You finished with that?
One more verse.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. And thou shalt write them upon the post of thy house and on thy gates.
Yes, sir. Keep the commandments around so you can look at them.
Amen.
For remembrance. Keep them around you all the time. Most of all, keep your book with you. Let's go to Genesis chapter 6 and verse 1. Let me show y'all bad weather and how you can save and protect your family. Because God sees in your mind what you all about. God controls it all. We're going to talk about Noah right here. And believe me, this one of the baddest weather it was that hit the earth right here. Killed everybody but 8 people. Genesis chapter 6 and verse 1. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them,
Yes, sir.
that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they choose.
These sons of God are not angels. These are sons of Seth, down to his generation. And the daughters of men, these are the daughters of Cain. That's another lesson. But these are flesh and blood people, not not Nephilims that they created as giants in the land. From angels. Angels can't marry. Go ahead.
And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
This is the first time God started cutting years down. Well, one of the times started cutting years down to 120 years. It's so bad now, he cut it down to 70. 70. If you can live past that, that's a blessing. Because this man was so evil, he said, my spirit, which is my word, ain't going to be in it. Look at today. When you mention anything about this book, they look at you like, you evil. And this land's so wicked right now, you walk around talking about, homosexuality, or talk about not lying or stealing or killing. People try to justify this stuff. You can't justify it. This is what it said right here. Go ahead.
There was giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them.
Yes, sir.
The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
All they're talking about, this woman and man has some children like Shaq, or Elijah one, or somebody who's very tall, Andre the Giant. Just a big human. That's all it was. See a guy who's 7 foot, you're like, oh, he's a giant. Because the average man ain't probably what, 5'11" or 6 foot. Woman about what, 5'5"? You talking about 7 foot? These men right here was huge. That's all it's saying. Go ahead.
And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
Well, he saw it. Go ahead.
And that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
He's looking in your mind. He said every imagination of their thoughts and of their hearts was only wicked continuously. They ain't even getting up with it. Or going to bed with it. They ain't even talking about it. It's continuing with it. So God said, man, I can't deal with these people. I got to send some bad weather to them. Go ahead.
And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart.
Yes, sir.
And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them.
God said, so evil on earth, he's going to destroy it all. Remember what I said? You can save your household if you are doing right. You can save it. Go ahead.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
Who found grace?
Noah.
Or Noah's family?
Noah.
Or Noah's wife, and daughter, or sons? Noah.
Amen.
He found grace. He mentioned nobody else. Noah. Go ahead.
These are the generation of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generation. And Noah walked with God.
We still talking about Noah. He said Noah, a just man, perfect in his generation. That's why we were talking about for y'all got to be perfect in your generation. You be perfect in this generation. Each generation have a standard of being perfect. You got to understand, whatever that is, I'm trying to be that in this generation. So he'll look down at me and say, oh, okay, Jeff doing what he's supposed to do. Save his household. Don't let the hurricane tear it down, because I seen plenty of houses got destroyed. Destroyed. But listen what he say here. Go ahead.
And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Yes, sir.
The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh has corrupted his way upon the earth.
Can't you see that now? If you don't see that now, you're blind. You ain't watching the news.
I know that's right.
Corrupt, especially if you're judging them by the law. Violence, corrupt upon the earth. All these people. But he saw Noah. And he saved Noah and his family. Because Noah was doing what he's supposed to do. It don't have to just be a man. I'm just using the example God put here. It was Noah. Go ahead.
13. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
He telling Noah his plan. Look, man, I'm going to destroy this whole earth now. Now pay close attention to me. In order for you to save your household, follow my instructions. This is what you got to do. It's the same thing we telling people today. In order to save your household and save yourself first, follow the instructions. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Press toward again, because that's a very, very important commandment. Because he said in Isaiah chapter 56, I'm going to bring you to my holy mountain. That's powerful right there. I'm banking on that. That's all I got. Go ahead.
14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shall thou make in the ark,
Yes, sir.
and shall pitch it within and without with pitch.
He said, in order for you to save your family, make this ark. Make this ark. Make this ark. You know what the ark is? That boat to save your family. We had to follow his instructions. Let's see what happened. Let's go to Genesis chapter 7. Let's see what happened in this bad weather that's going to come about. Because he destroyed all flesh. Besides the 8 people and what was in that ark. Verse 1, go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation.
He said, Noah, come in the house, because I seen thee righteous. And bring your house with you. Come on. I'm going to bring them too. Go ahead.
A very clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens.
Oh, it's twos, ain't it? You reading that wrong, Ed. They taught us in school, Noah took 2 by 2 in that ark. They need to finish this. They need to go back and read it. He took 7s of clean male and female. Go ahead.
The male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female.
So he took 7 clean and took 2 unclean. I wonder why he took 2 unclean. Because you ain't supposed to eat them. Them 7 clean, you can eat one, you can have another, have 5, 6 more to go. And they can reproduce. But them other 2, which is unclean, you don't supposed to eat those. Like a pig, like the eating today, crab, shrimp, all that stuff. You don't supposed to eat all that. Go ahead, brother.
Of fowls also of the air by 7s, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth.
Yes, sir.
For yet 7 days, and I will cast it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth.
So if Noah wasn't listening to God and listening to his family or whoever was talking to him, the whole family would have been destroyed through this bad weather. You got to listen to God. He brought his family and saved his whole household. Just like in our time, he got the wilderness over there. If you want to be in a place of safety at the time, you got to commute all the way over there to Jerusalem outside of the wilderness and be in a desert. If your mind ain't right, you ain't going. I can imagine right now how them folk, how Noah, kids and wife looking at him like, man, we got to get in this boat. That's how I gonna see, hey, we going in the desert over there? Ain't no water over there. God will provide. You got to have faith. But if your preacher or teacher, whoever it is, never go through these scriptures and tell you, you mentally won't be prepared. Because it'll come to you as a shock too fast, and you'll reject it. But if you give it to them every Sabbath, it'll get better than knowledge. It'll go smoothly with them. Go ahead.
And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him.
Noah did, right? He commanded him to do that, he did it. Go ahead.
And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth.
When Noah first started building this ark, he was 500 years old. So he was 600 years old. It took him over almost 100 years to build it. So much for my grandma been talking about this. So hey, we're gonna be raptured out of here. We're gonna see Jesus. We're gonna go to heaven. Since she was a little girl, it took Noah 100 years to build this, and he had the faith to keep going. But when that rain hit, believe me, I guarantee you, family, glad he built that ark. And like some of us, we're gonna be glad we got in that wilderness when all this other bad weather hit in the future. Go ahead, brother.
And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark, because of the waters of the flood.
Because of the waters of the flood. You finish that?
Yeah.
Let's jump down to verse 10. Go ahead.
And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth.
Mm-hmm.
In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were open.
Who controlling this?
God is.
He told him to build the ark because I'm sending some bad weather, which is a flood. And the windows of heaven was opened up. Not open up the windows of heaven and I pull y'all a car. I pull y'all some clothes or some money. No, he's talking about rain.
Come on.
This is what it is. This is what he means by in Malachi chapter 3. Bring y'all the tithes in the storehouse so that we feed in my house. See if when I open up the windows of heaven and pour out the blessing there, room enough to receive. This is what he's talking about. Rain. When rain hits the ground, the crops grow, grow, the animals eat, you eat. But people so fixated on money, they don't see this.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
That's a long time. Y'all know we experienced that in Albany for a while, for about 2 or 3 weeks when we had that flood here. What was it, 93, 94 flood? 96?
Right.
We experienced a little of that now. We should have some recollection of this, how it rained. Some of us had to evacuate. But God said he ain't gonna flood the earth like this no more. We ain't have to worry about that. Keep going.
In the selfsame day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark.
Mm-hmm.
They and every beast
I'll
after.
jump down to verse 17. I ain't gonna read it all. I just want to lay a little foundation on how this bad weather went down and what they had to do in obeying God so they'd be protected. God looking in their minds. Verse 17, go ahead.
And the flood was 40 days upon the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the ark, above the earth. And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth. And the ark went upon the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered.
I used to wonder why God said high hill. Because you know, got some of the man, we're going to climb to a mountain. No, he covered the highest mountain that you can ever see. Make sure no flesh survived if they didn't get in the ark.
That's right, bro.
No flesh.
Amen.
Jump down to verse 21.
And all,
Finish with that?
yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl, and of cattle, and of beasts, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man.
Everything died if you were with Noah. Noah was the key. So if you find Israel or somebody who's teaching a book about the God of Israel, stay close to him. That's your safety net. Or you might be the one that's teaching people. You better stay close to them because it ain't very many of us out here. It's not in the world. Go ahead.
And all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land died.
Everything died. Go ahead.
And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowls of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark.
You see, I kept putting Noah, and they that with him. If you find somebody that's with this truth, you better stay with him. Because he's not leading you. God is the one leading him. Understand that.
Amen.
I don't care how you get it. You better stay with the person with the truth. Go ahead.
And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days.
That water was on there for 150 days. God made sure you can't tread no water that long. A lot of see you tread water 150 days. He made sure he destroyed it all. But God made him something to make sure that he wouldn't do this again. Genesis chapter 9 and verse 1. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Verse 11. Genesis chapter 9, verse 11. God made sure he made him a little reminder so he won't flood the earth with this bad weather like this. I mean, that was like really bad. Y'all see who controlling the weather?
Yes.
You better keep it the one who got the seal in their mind. Genesis chapter 9 and verse 11. Because sometimes most people be a little weak. But if they can draw strength from you, you can push them on through. A lot of people like, that's why he told us to gather together on the Sabbath day. Don't forsake gathering together because we can draw strength from each other. And y'all probably say, man, why he preach so hard and so strong? No, I want to be the source of the strength. That's why I do it the way I do it. Because I know some of y'all are battling in the world today, need something to draw some strength from. So I come over here and say, oh yeah, y'all, I'm bad at making it. Like, hey, but this jack-leg preacher always talking about he bad at making it. You want somebody to lead you with some power. I don't want no milk toast leader. Man, you want a plug. But anyway, let's get into this. Genesis chapter 9 and verse 11. God had to make a reminder so he can turn the faucet on. Let's see what that reminder is. Go ahead.
And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth.
God said, I'm going to make a covenant with you. It's going to be a contract. I ain't going to do this no more. I'm going to turn the faucet off. Go ahead.
And God said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for a perpetual generation.
It's so perpetual. It's going on. Go ahead.
I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth.
What are you talking about, bow?